I'm here on Ford Drive, right outside the Ford factory. This area of the highway has the heaviest amount of traffic buildup, putting the most amount of fossil fuels into the air in all of Ontario. In 1998, the Commission for Environmental Cooperation said that if all toxic compounds, carcinogens, and other environmental pollutants produced by the factories and cars all in North America were to be lined up across Canada, they would weigh as much as 1.8 million minivans spread bumper to bumper from Vancouver to Kingston and back. Fossil fuels are composed of buried remains of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Because of this, fossil fuels have high levels of carbon. Fossil fuels that are specifically emitted from cars and factories are carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide, and many other harmful toxins that all stay in the air, posing detrimental effects to the environment and human health. 20% of all greenhouse gases come from cars and the factories that produce them. Other types of fossil fuels include carbon dioxide, methane gas, and nitrous oxide. Nitrogen is the most abundant element in the air that we breathe. China, India, and the US are estimated to be the most responsible for carbon dioxide emissions as well as greenhouse gas emissions. In fact, India's emissions have been growing faster than their human population. Since 1965, no other countries have emitted more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than the United States at an estimated 264 billion metric tons, and it is believed that 12.6 million Americans are exposed to air pollution toxins every single day. Greenhouse gases emitted by our vehicles, like nitrogen oxide, are causing acid rain and smog. Other harmful toxins such as carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide gas, formaldehyde, and benzene are causing many common health issues like asthma, pneumonia, bronchitis, cancer, organ damage, heart disease, and heart attacks. When fossil fuels are released into the air, greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere, causing global temperatures to rise, thus leading to rising ocean temperatures, rising sea levels, and the shrinkage of shorelines. If the beaches continue to lose their shorelines, coastal cities like Miami and Malibu could experience a lot more flooding and begin sinking into the ocean. As sea levels and temperatures increase, the polar ice caps will continually melt as well. Polar bears depend on sea ice as a platform from which to hunt, breed, and rest. The summer ice has continually shrunk through the decades, which forces the bears to move greater distances to keep up with the receding ice. Our oceans absorb extra carbon dioxide produced by the burning of fossil fuels from human activity, making the oceans more acidic and less hospitable for sea life, causing coral reef starvation. The oceans absorb a total of 1/4 of all man-made carbon emissions. We must understand that the burning of fossil fuels doesn't only pose effect to human health, but it poses effect on the rest of the environment. The air we breathe is heavily affected by fossil fuel emissions as it is becoming more and more polluted. The warmer temperatures dry out the soil and vegetation, causing forests to become more susceptible to wildfires. The smoke from the wildfires then stays in the air for a long period of time, resulting in more pollution. This type of air pollution causes 500,000 deaths per year, as well as contributing to the illnesses such as lung cancer, leukemia, and heart disease. Now that you have a better understanding of how much fossil fuels affect our environment and our human health, there are solutions to help. Did you know that gasoline isn't the only way to fuel our cars? Engineers at Swansea University have discovered that you can actually convert any type of plastic waste into hydrogen fuel that can power our cars. That being said, there's literally a solution out there to dramatically decrease the amount of fossil fuels we burn, and is most likely to be cheaper than the gas we're currently paying for. So why is it that we're so attached to gasoline when there can be a much more eco-friendly way and cost-friendly option? Since greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere, to help regulate the global temperatures and prevent this, we must stop burning so many fossil fuels and switch to green energy sources such as windmills. In 2017, Tesla's Elon Musk turned the island of Tau in America's Samoa to operate solely on renewable energy sources. They used almost 100% of solar energy in Tesla power packs. The solar energy eliminates air pollution and saves the island from high costs of having to buy and ship diesel. Tesla's mission to eliminate the burning of fossil fuels from the world, from their electric cars to their clean energy source island, they are taking the steps in the right direction, even if it's in the small corners of the world, to help change this problem. Obviously, us individuals can't power a whole island on solar energy, but there are easy ways for us to reduce our carbon footprint, such as taking public transit, carpooling, riding our bikes, and walking as often as possible. Another way could be limiting the number of cars families are allowed to have to 1 or 2. If you even drive around our city, most households at least have 2 cars, or even up to 4 cars that are driven daily. In addition to reducing the amount of cars each family is allowed to have, each family should be required to have at least 1 electric or hybrid car. Tesla, which is most commonly known for their luxury electric cars, has created 2 models which are more affordable for the average middle-class family, like the Model S and the Model 3. Toyota, Ford, Lexus, and BMW all make hybrid vehicles, and from your purchase of any of these cars, you will receive a rebate from the government. We may not always see the effects fossil fuels emitted from our cars and factories have on us as well as climate change, but they are definitely present. We cannot stop global warming unless we reduce how often we drive. I've always loved going to the beaches, swimming, and boating in the oceans. Sadly, its decreasing health and disappearance may take that opportunity away. If we do not make the efforts to try and save the oceans from fossil fuels, they will become a chemical wasteland and we will lose our beautiful beaches. The majority of our planet is occupied by oceans, so healthy oceans equal a healthy Earth. If we continue to ignore climate change, the polar bear population will go into extinctions, and the temperatures will continue to rise, there will be more pollution, and more deaths and illnesses will be caused. So think, do you want to see your great-grandchildren in a world that struggles to have clean water and breathable air because we didn't do anything to stop it?